Oh, that's what I forgot to put in. Okay. Hey, Yang Chi. How are you doing? All right. Hey, Luna. Yes, y'all, come on in because we gonna talk. Y'all already know what time it is. Hey, Ozana. I've been stressed, girl. Trust and believe I've been stressed. Hey, Cookie Monster. Sad with the news. How have you been? Stressed. Hey, Empress. Hey, Diana Art. So I have a few things that I want to talk about, as you can see in the title. So I'm gonna wait till at least 10 people get in here, and then I guess we could get started. With everything going on, I'm not surprised that you know, I wouldn't be surprised if not many people come in today. Because to be honest, hey Dave, what's up? To be honest, I was so debating on whether or not I would go live. I was just sitting there like, man, do I feel like it? Am I up to it? And I just didn't know. I was really close to just not going live today. Hi, Positively Jealous. I was on some man, bump it. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so we have 12 people in here. Hey, JN. All right, so let's get started. First news, I was hacked. So, I didn't notice until after I got the person out and fixed my account that they had requested $2 from everyone. So, I did cancel all of them. But I just want you all to know, again, I will probably be repeating that a little later. But yeah, I want you all to know that that is something that happened. So please beware. I will never request any money from you guys. So don't, like, if you see that, know that I've been hacked. Okay. So next thing I wanted to talk about. Um, so yeah, we have all the protests and everything going on. How have you guys been feeling? Because mentally, Ozana Young says it's disgusting with with what is happening. Diana Art said it's okay. You need to take time for yourself, girl. For real. Like I've been on my other blog. I've basically been, retweeting, doing the petitions, everything that I can. But it's really hard. It's really stressful. It's really hard because we've been through this so many times. So I mean, it gets it really affects my anxiety. It affects my depression. It affects everything. Like I was literally the last few nights having nearly having anxiety attacks, and I hate that. I absolutely hate it. Just before I went live, there's the helicopters going overhead. So I know I don't know. I think they still tearing parts of Atlanta up, but that's good. But yeah, it's a lot going on. I probably will take a week's break next week. I'm gonna do how I usually do. When I have time, I'm gonna probably mass film a lot of readings and then schedule them all to be released. But like I'll probably be taking a break for at least a week to just kind of recuperate. Um, I have been doing nails, as you guys have seen on Twitter. I've been doing nails. It's actually been helping like de-stress me. Um, yeah, it's been helping calm my behind down. It's been giving me something to do besides digging into fortunes and futures of other people because sometimes, your girl got to take a break from that. Um, hey, Amber. Oh, I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing good too. Um, Now speaking of Ambers, let's talk about Amber. So there is something interesting that I want to bring up. And I'm gonna a disclaimer before I go into this. As I always state, I don't speak for all black people and I don't speak over Black people, especially on racial issues. So I'm going to talk about Amber. Everybody who is Black has every right to feel however they want to feel about her and the way she carries herself. Okay, so um, let's start on Amber. So today, Amber, I think it was today, Amber basically tweeted in support for um, George Floyd and everything that's going on. And she was basically being dragged. People are saying, well, girl, isn't this you? Weren't you just saying this? Like, I don't even remember how long ago, if it was a few months or if it was just last year. But they're like, sis, isn't this you? This is what you look like. I don't know why you coming up here talking like you need to be involved in this. Now I'm kind of a little bit indifferent, like kind of caught off on, I'm not sure exactly where to sort of feel, because on the one hand, I was seeing before she posted anything for a few days, I was seeing a lot of people saying, well, where is Amber? She stayed silent in this time. Then Amber does say something, and she says something that seems to be, well, like, her own written word, and she says something, and then they're like, girl, we don't even want to hear you because you did this. So it is kind of one of those things where I was a little confused at first. So I'm like, girl, well, what do we want from her at this point? Because she done did what she did, and it was wrong. She apologized, and then she corrected the behavior, or at least is attempting to correct the behavior. So, if people are so mad at her, that's on them. That's how they feel, and they're justifiably are still mad at her. But I was a little bit confused. Like, okay, well, girl, well, what do we want from her then? But then I realized we don't really need anything from her. The point of her actions is to say what she needs to say and leave it at that, despite the response. She said in support of Black people, people are going to feel however they want to feel. But when you support, that's all you need to do. And she don't need to say, she don't need to get too deep up in there because she will get dragged again. But that's a good start for people who are not really sure where they stand. Say something on the side of the right. Okay. And just leave that there. I hope Amber doesn't open her mouth again, but I was just like, okay, well, she said something. Speaking of idols, I really do want a lot of fans to stop. Oh, that's another thing with Amber. I do not want to see non-Black people thanking Amber for her post. Amber did what Amber said was something that any human should say. Okay, she stood in support and solidarity of the movement. That's it, period. If you're not Black, you don't need to be thanking her for her support, because it's not for you. It's kind of like when people, a lot of times on Twitter, I see somebody will do something racist and then they'll apologize, and then there's a slew of they'll do something racist towards Black people, and there will be a slew of non-Black people thanking them, thank you, I'm so glad you apologized, as if that person had apologized to them directly. It is not your apology to accept. So like I said, non-Black people, you need to be very careful of what you're doing and what you're enabling, because even with this apology that should be given naturally, you guys are praising them for this, and it shouldn't be something that should be praised, because that's then what people will seek. It's not about approval. It's about correcting your mistakes, period, point blank. Okay? And this is kind of what I'm getting at with Amber. She's attempting to correct her mistake, period, point blank. So non-Black people don't need to be in there thanking her. Oh, thank you for speaking on this. And oh yeah, I got to talk about Sugar Ozana. I see you. I got to thank her for speaking up about this. Girl, no, you don't. She did what was supposed to be done. She did the human thing. She's correcting her mistakes. Leave it at that. That's all. That's all you need to do. Read it. Okay, noted. She said something. Keep it moving. That's for all non-Black people. Do not instigate or start fires. Anything that has to do with that is up to Black K-pop fans and Black people who know her to address. Okay? Next. Moving on next. Sugar. Girl. Yoongi was out here using Jim Jones. I'm gonna retitle this. Yoongi was out here using Jim Jones' Suicide Pact. Oops, I said that. Well, demonetized, girl, demonetized. Using his speech in his songs. Woo, Lord. I'm just sitting there like, this is a bad time for this to come out. My hair is in my way, y'all. I'm sorry. But I was like, this is a bad time for this news to sort of be released, ain't it? And I'm like, so, and then people are like, oh no, he knew exactly what he was doing. He researched this, he put it together, he signed off on it. So it's just like I'm sitting there like, so, girl, what are you actually, what are you trying to convey? Like, what are you trying to tell me? And I didn't get a chance to go over the actual song that it's on with the lyrics on. I was gonna do that before I went live, but I didn't get a chance to, so I can't even delve deep to see maybe is he trying to prove a point? Is his song about something that has to do with cults or taking advantage of people? Like I didn't get to see what that was. And I'm like, oh Lord, Sugar out here being an edge lord, and it is going to backfire on him. It is backfiring on him. Okay. Positively jealous. Oh no, here come YouTube to demonetizing you, girl. Yes. Um, he is just bragging about him being rich. Okay, it was that. So what was the name of the song? I forgot the name of the song. But I was just sitting there like, girl, this is not it. This is not it. Um, did you see people comparing his use of the sample and Kendrick Lamar's DNA use of, like, no, I didn't. What do you think is the song? Y'all hold on. I'm about to look up these lyrics. See if they have them written down right quick so I could just skim through them. Okay. Yeah, it really is just ego. So, wow, you guys, I don't know if you hear it, but it's helicopters going over. This is the second helicopter. Do y'all hear that? Okay, it's gone. It's like a helicopter just flew over me. This is my second one that I heard, but wow. Wow, that's crazy. Lyric reaction video can now be added to the title. I'm sure BTS is sweet, but they just coming off as cocky. Yeah, like I said, like I felt like that was some real edge lord stuff. Like, and I'm just like, okay, all right, girl. And I'm sitting there like, so I know, like, I have a feeling. I'm like, I know you're not gonna address that. I know he's not gonna address that, especially during these times. But I want to see, like, is anybody gonna say anything? It's pissing me off that his fans are hyping him up for it. Why would they do that? I mean, there's nothing to be hyped up about. Um, Honestly, that would be something that he would need to check. If the company did pull him aside and say, "Hey, look, you gonna have to cut that part out the song. It's extremely offensive. It's whatever they need to do, they need to do it. Even if they do it silently, they need to fix it." And then I was seeing that they were pretty upset at Yoongi basically saying something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm glad the corona came." Oh, damn, that demonetized part too. I'm glad the virus came, and now I was able to release my music and blah 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 blah. And I'm just sitting there like, child, like I know exactly what he meant, like because this is kind of like you're sitting there like, well, like for me, I understand the thought process of like, well, now this virus is here. At least I can get the stuff done that I was supposed to get done. Or, I can, now that we're forced to stay inside, I can now do the things that I wanted to do. I get that. Like, so I kind of get where it was going or where he may have been coming from. But I'm like, oh, sis, you were on a roll. Like, he's really on a roll. And I'm pretty sure people are going to forget about this, honestly, in a matter of like, what, a week. It's just going to be added to the list of things that BTS has done wrong, and people are just going to get over it. So I don't think it will make too much heavy noise, but we'll see. Um, I'm just kind of like, girl, you need to calm that down. You need to stop with that edgelord stuff and pass that. I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's irresponsible. Young people listen to their music and how they're supposed to interpret it. Jim Jones thing. That's what I'm thinking. I think that it's extremely irresponsible for him to put that there, especially with people finding out where it's from. I think it's extremely dangerous. Koreans are mad, but international fans are trying to protect them as always. Um, like a lot of fans don't have or rarely use their own like brain. All they're like is, hey, look, they're like, they have like a one track mind. They're like, I'm going to protect this artist no matter how wrong he is or what he does. Um, I don't like how he used the Jim Jones speech. A lot of fans are saying that people are misinterpreting the lyrics, but that's not it. It comes off as offensive. Yeah, it doesn't matter really what the song is about, unless he's literally talking about his own cult's experience or something like that, and use that as an example. But even with that, it's still inappropriate. Like, it's just the use of that speech where people have lost their lives. A mass amount of people have lost their lives. It's just, it was too much. That was extremely arrogant. It was completely insensitive. It was ridiculous, honestly. Um, let's see. Sugar's lyrics have left a bad taste in my mouth. Mm-hmm. And I get that, or at least I feel like maybe like this album is supposed to be like the tyrant, the king, the tyrant, or whatever theme he's going for. But like I said, he is being too edgelord and he needs to calm it down. Like, he really needs to calm that down. Um, Sometimes BTS does stuff that gets way too overhyped, and I'm like, B2B did that 5 years ago. Uh, well, fans always act like they are the first to do things. Very true. The Jim Jones things is probably one of the worst BTS things Yoongi has done. Yeah, for Yoongi, yeah. Like, I've seen him do some stuff, but some people are blaming the producer for adding it to the song. Didn't notice he could have checked it off. It's not the producer's fault. First of all, Yoongi is 9 times out of 10 the producer, even if he didn't produce this song. There's like literal video of him finding the clip, putting the clip on there, listening to it, smashing on his keyboard and all of that stuff. So he needs to take responsibility for it. Come out and say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset the girls. It was wrong. Like, I wasn't thinking about it that way. Or, you know what? I will never do this again. I'm going to try to make a version that is censored, or a version that does not have this in this song, so everyone could listen to it well. Thank you. Goodbye. Simple as that. Apologize, correct the mistake. It was actually the international fans upset and canceling him when the Korean fans were explaining what he meant in the song. Okay. Lay released a music video teaser for Lit. It looks like a legit movie. Great quality. I didn't get to see it yet, Cookie Monster. I will check it out eventually. The thing fans will never admit is that even if Sugar Bird did not tried to make a social critic. He just did try to make a social critic. He failed at it. He didn't make it coherent. Yes, thank you. And therefore, he ended up using something that was really inappropriate, and he just needs to fix it. Like, a lot of times, a lot of problems, and we rotate back to where we're at right now in the world. A lot of problems can be dealt with by holding the person responsible for that problem accountable for the act that they did, and letting them apologize or letting them do what they need to do to to serve time, correct the mistake, and moving on with your lives. Like, back to these writings, if they had just decided, hey, that cop did that deliberately, he needs to go to jail, and put that man in jail, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this. But I'm gonna rotate on back. I really need this hair on my eyes, for real. I was gonna come out here with my do rag on, but I was like, that's too much. Okay. Sugar is not apologizing to anyone. He's way too cocky. Agreed. I said the same thing. I said, oh no, this is wrong. He's not about to apologize for it though. Um, so let's see. Let's see if the girls eat him alive or not. I looked at Twice's teaser, Cookie Monster, and I was like, oh, hold up. I was like, this isn't as cutesy as I thought it was gonna be. I was like, the girls are really out here giving it. It was kind of weird though, because they seem to be giving me more of an sort of like aggressive masculine dance choreography, which I wasn't expecting. So they dressed very prettily and graceful, and they were giving me some pop locking, chest roll, and I'm like, girls, what is going on? I'm like, okay, y'all are giving me something a little bit different here. So I have watched Baekhyun's music video for Candy. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't like lying, so I'm gonna just be very honest. I was bored. I was bored with it. I love Baekhyun's music. I loved his whole album Unvillage, but Candy didn't really do it for me. It was cute. It was one of those cute songs that you could put on in the background, but it wasn't something that I actively went to look for or listen to again. It wasn't a video that I wanted to watch again. It was just kind of like, oh, okay. And then I moved on. But did I listen to I can't remember if I listened to the rest of the album though. I don't know if I listened to the rest of the album, but I think I tried one. I think I listened to it once. I liked the album, but Candy for me was just kind of average. It was like okay. Candy was great. Ozana Young says, I loved Candy. I'm glad y'all loved it. I actually thought I was going to be bored with UN Village when it dropped, but I actually really ended up liking that one. So I'll see. Maybe I'll play it again and see. Maybe I'll like it, but I was just kind of like, okay. I just want to say, hey, Channy says, I just want to say Becca and Candy was nice, but I'm like your 30-year-old. I'm like 30 years old, bro. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. Like, cause I felt like I'm kind of old, you kind of old, and you over here singing like, Candy. I'm like, girl, no. I was like, no. I was like, okay. It is funny. I was just talking to my little sister about K-pop, and I was like, yeah, a lot of the older generation, I think it was either second or first. I don't. Shenhua was like first generation, are they? I was like, a lot of them old ones, they were doing a thing. They matured. Their music matured as they got older, and then they reached this awkward spot where they tried to fit in with the young boys. And I saw them back to dyeing their hair pink, and the colorful sets, and holding skateboards, and they like 42. And you know what? And I was just sitting there like, Baekhyun was kind of giving me those vibes. Like, those I'm getting older, but I still want to show you that I'm hip. Like, he was giving me those kind of vibes. And I was like, girl, you better just be straightforward. Just be straightforward. Just be honest. Someone did a breakdown to Candy music video. Candy is a code for drugs, y'all. Ooh. Well, he better watch out for Han So Hee, because if you gonna act like that, if you gonna act like that, he better watch out for Han So Hee, because y'all said that. I know Han So Hee ear perked up, like, excuse me, what? Like, shoot. Did I like Fantasia? No, I did not like Fantasia. I watched it. I thought the video aesthetically was beautiful. I did not like the jeans outfit, but I thought the rest of the music video was beautiful. But it was giving me very idle, chaotic noise. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was giving me, this is like two trash cans smashing into each other, someone in one and rolling down a hill. I was like, it's too much going on here. The drums were way too loud in the background for me. Now, mind you, this computer that I was listening to it on has a crappy speaker. But all in all, I was like, oh, this song has too much going on. I'm not feeling it. This is going to go into pile with Idol. But I'm happy they're back. They look good. They're looking healthier. Keehan is looking so much thicker. I almost thought he was one ho. I'm like, okay, sis, you eat, girl, you eat. Okay, eat your meat and potatoes, girl. He was eating. I said, okay, let's see you in a few more months. Um, so yeah. Okay. Juoni's part was cringe. Juon's part was cringe to me. And what is this song? What's the song they did before this one? Where he's like bang, bang, flash, flash, something. It was some weird thing. That was, huh? What song was that? It was some Monster X song, and that rap part was cringe to me. It was after Alligator, I think. Was it? Was it? I think it was after Alligator. No. What? Hold on. I'm about to find it. I don't remember which one it was. I don't know. It's Follow. I think it is Follow. Big sis says she don't want to hear it because he looked cute in that cowboy hat. Woo! Coco Bop was about drugs. I don't know why they keep releasing these songs about drugs. Are they like challenging this girl or what? Like, what's going on? Um, but they go keep playing for somebody doing an investigation on their ass. um, but yeah, I'm gonna re-listen to that album. I'm also gonna check out Lay's teaser. What else am I gonna do? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I do want to show you guys the nails that I've been working on because I'm pretty excited about those. So when your girl realized she could no longer go to the beauty supply, not beauty supply, go to the nail shop and get her nails done, I have to do something else, right? Let's see. Cookie Monster says, I believe it. Ozana Young says, I think BTS are on their way down now. I actually really do agree. They're going to have to come back with something. And it's so funny because I've been listening to their music a lot recently. I've been listening to the album Seven a lot. I don't know why, but it has just been on my spirit, I guess. So maybe so. Yeah, I finally get to watch her live. Hey, Mrs. L. The Joker, I hate to say this as an army. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like they've hit the peak of their fame. I do agree as well. I do wish to see them, still thrive, and but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they're gonna do this because it's sad, but it's sad, but most won't make it as solos. I don't think most won't make it as solos. I'm pretty sure RM, Sugar, J Hope, Jungkook, and Jimin will definitely make it as solos. I think V will make it as solo in both acting and even releasing music. And if he chooses to release music, because he seems to be more on the photography, acting, so we'll see. I think most of them will make it doing their solo things. Maybe not particularly and directly in music, but definitely make it. J Hope is solo God, so you know. Yeah, I think he'll make it. You know what? Speaking of J Hope, I'd be hurt because I think his song oh, sorry, I'm gonna drop something. Okay, so I think his main music video deserved much more love. Everybody seems to love Airplane the most, um, but I like the first one that he dropped. I like that one the best, and I feel like everybody ignores it. Like nobody actually pays attention to Daydream. Like they just kind of just sit there and go straight to Airplane, and I'd be like, "Come on, this is such a good song." But I guess whatever. I'll just cry in my little corner and just accept that Daydream was not the bop that I thought she was. V wants to leave BTS so bad. He's so done with this idol shit. Girl, for real. I feel it too. Like you could just see it. Like he just has much better. He just has so many other things to do with his life than that. And I can see that like he's just like, I'm ready to go, girls. I'm ready to go. Pack your bags. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Um I stand Lisa vocalist. Sour Candy was great in my opinion. Oh, I heard Sour Candy. I was feeling that. I wish it was longer. I was really feeling that. Um, I was really feeling that. J Hope is the best soloist, and people don't want to admit that because he's unpopular member, and that's or not part of the Machne line. I agree. I fully agree with that. I fully agree with that. I feel like he has a lot more variety, a lot more expressions. Um, yeah. So rap line to me is going to make it. The probably if we're talking about the rap line, the first person who will probably fall off would be Yoongi. I feel like he would just get tired of himself, to be honest. I think Yoongi has reached a point where he's at the top, and like how you guys said that they've reached their peak. I think Yoongi is feeling that peak more than a lot of them or any of them. And I feel like he's at this point where he just does not know where else to go. So he's at this edge lord top where he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna do something for impact because I'm this high up. I don't see how I'm gonna get any higher. I don't see like I'm pretty sure he's feeling like he's not gonna drop from fame anytime soon. So where can he go? You know what I mean? So I feel like he's just going to just kind of I think he would probably just chill out before the other two do. I feel like Yoongi will go into producing music for other artists and be done. Exactly, Cookie Monster. That's what I feel. Amber O says, Sour Candy is getting mixed reviews. Is it? I looked and that thing was getting so many views. I think I had like 17 million the last time I checked. I don't know. Geek Girl, yes, we were just talking about that. We talked about that a little earlier in the video. Um, Yoongi says, Ozana Young says Yoongi seems better off as a producer. I agree. I don't think Yoongi needs to be in the limelight for a long time because he's definitely a chaotic he has a chaotic energy to me. He's somebody, if you leave him out there too long, he gonna act a fool, and he's already showing that he's gonna act a fool. So do I think Wonho will be a successful soloist? That's hard to say. I've been thinking about that for a while recently, actually. I get this weird mix of yes and no. Like Wonho comes off to me as somebody who will be successful in the beginning and then fall off very quickly, but always be someone who is featured. Like so a popular featured artist and not someone who's actually popular as a solo artist. I do wish they would just put him Oh, girl, put him back with the group. Um,
That brings up a good point, though.
but
Like that, jelly. What is it? Starship Jelly. Who are they with? Might use
Starship.
Starship. Might use him like as a whoops pow surprise.
I hope they use him as a Whoops Pal surprise. I would really love that.
But after so many times, whoops pow surprise.
Hmm.
He's a feature. I think it'll dry up.
Yeah. Do you think? Okay, wait. I thought TXT's comeback would have been bigger. It came and went. Well, Yoongi kind of deaded that in his tracks, to be honest. Yoongi just came out. He couldn't even wait. He gave them boys what, a week? He gave them boys like a week, and then he dropped his daggone song, and I'm like, sir, could you have let them promote a little longer? Could you have given the boys some time? Could you have, you know what I'm saying? Something. But he sank their battleship real quick. Um Girl, Yang-Chi, girl, Maho would be successful solo on OnlyFans. Girl, now you know you're not right for that. You know you're not right for that. You know you're not right for that. Mm, okay. It was Lenore says it was follow. Yes, girl, it was follow, and I was like, I can't do that. You need to stop. When he was rapping, I was like, you need to stop. I'm not feeling it. Let's see. I feel like J Hope would be great for fashion. Fashion industry has some weird looking clothes, so I think he'd make it. Um, are we talking successful for K-pop or Korean artists or global artists? I was thinking Korean artists and K-pop. Like I feel like for K-pop, he would be popular for like maybe two comebacks, and then it's gonna be like deaded from there. Um, Dave says, imagine K-pop idols with OnlyFans. Girl, first of all, the amount of money they would get paid would be redonkulous. Okay, it would be freaking redonkulous. And then, but ooh, the amount of blackmail. Well, I guess you can't technically blackmail somebody with something that they've already openly put out there. You can just make it available for free and piss people off. um I hate how Big Hit are promoting TXT like BTS. Like I want to go into them so bad, but I feel like I can't because of how they are being promoted. I don't really understand what you mean by that, Lozana Young, like how they're being promoted. I don't really. You would have to further explain to me what you mean about how they're being promoted, because if we're talking about music or music videos, to me they're extremely different. But also, I would say if you're talking about concept or music videos, there's also the point that their stories are linked as well as links to girlfriends. So, I'm sorry, G friends. So there would be similarities that will be there. Oh God.
Oh, they are dead serious about this.
No, so Flash for
No.
nope.
Public safety
Oh
alert.
wow.
They didn't even do this for the daggone coronavirus.
They sure didn't. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So Keisha Lance Bottoms had all that power to do this, and Kim, y'all. Well, all right then.
Y'all. Um um hold on. A curfew is placed for the entire city of Atlanta beginning at 9 p.m. tonight and continuing to sunrise tomorrow morning, May 31st, 2020. Oh my God. Okay. Oh God. It's so many warnings popping up. Please stay home. Girl. Well, I'm in the house anyway, so shoot. We're also having flash flood warnings and tornado warnings, so there's that. So it's like thunderstorm, flooding, and tornadoes coming through. Um, so if this cuts off, just know like our internet just girl is gone. Okay, just like that. I'm good. I'm good. They just put us on curfew. That's all. I'm good. But you know, yeah, that's I think that's where other helicopters. I'm pretty sure they must be tearing. They must be tearing Atlanta up, girl. Oh, they must be tearing this place up. See, now y'all have me checking my Twitter. I'm gonna check it later because I want to see.
Because I know they said they was out there at Camp Creek.
Yeah, we have. There are names. Who is this? Okay, well, anyway, stuff is going on. I'm just gonna wait until so shit is hitting the fan for real. I'm just going to wait until after the live and check to see what's going on, what else is going on. Atlanta and Chicago all over CNN and many other cities as well. Did you see the cop get knocked out after smacking the guy's cell phone? I saw him. I saw him get laid the fuck out. Like he was slumped after that. Like he was laid out. Uh, hey girl, hey fanatic by choice, hey sis. And I was just like, well, like but yeah, girl, they're locking us down. So this I mean, it's not gonna bother me, but bruh. Stray Kids are having their comeback. I look forward to checking that out. I checked out one of their songs that I completely ignored at one time and then found out that I actually liked it and I was like, oh, okay. What is 2020, girls? The beginning of the end of the world? Like, I don't know. The beginning of the end of the freaking world because this is just like this is something that you expect like this. I feel like I'm in some sort of weird dystopia. This is something you expect to read in some freaking like I don't know, some weird book fiction about a whole nother freaking world or like something like what's that one, the Hunger Games or some crap like that. Like this is something that you would expect to read in some sort of science fiction or some fiction story. Like I don't know. Thank you for going live. I need to occupy myself. Social media has been triggering as a black person right now. Fanatic, this is exactly what I was saying earlier. Like it has been really tricky. It was so stressful for me that I'm like, girl, I don't know if I can come live at all. Because I was thinking I was going to talk about the whole thing, and I just, I'm very glad that I was able to kind of go past it pretty quickly. And I'm glad that I'm able to communicate and talk about other things, as well as making sure that I'm doing my part. Um, did you hear about the Jim Jones and Sugar song? Cadman, yes, I did. We talked about that earlier. Um, 2021 better make me a millionaire after 2020 for real, for real. Yes, this is a great distraction. How long do you think the protests are going to go on for? I'm not sure, but I hope it's until we get justice.
Oh shit! I hope I get off Monday.
Girl, I hope too. I mean, like people are have already lost their jobs due to the virus. Now we're having this riot, the protest, and the risk of other people's houses are going to be up there. So I'm really worried about the people out there doing what they need to do because I don't want them to get sick. So it's like a lot of things going on. I'm gonna reel it back. That just drained me of my energy just even thinking about that. Like I said, I'm trying to keep a nice balance where I'm making sure that I'm watching and keeping an eye on what's going on, while at the same time keeping myself in a safe mental space, because people with anxieties and depression can't be ingesting this kind of information on the daily, on the hourly. It's traumatic. I can only imagine how many people will get exposed to Ms. Rona by being out there on the streets with no type of protection from the pandemic. Yeah. I'm also concerned about those people out there showing their faces. I just hope people are being safe as possible. Same. China invaded Indian territory today. Are you serious? Girl, that's another thing. With all of this going on, I guarantee you by like 2020 or some few years, they're going to be right up over here. They're going to be right up over here because, I mean, we can't get it together. We can't get it together. And once they get Hong Kong, because I don't know if I told you guys about the reading that I did on Hong Kong months ago, or it was, yeah, months ago. I think it was last year actually. Um, and I did a reading, and I was like, well, what's going to happen is China's going to get quiet for a while and leave Hong Kong alone for like 2 seconds. Hong Kong is going to get to a point where they kind of let their guard down, and then China's going to swoop in there and take over. So I don't know what's actually going on right now. Right now, I think they're still protesting, but um, they're going to get them eventually. They're going to get Hong Kong. What do I think about Astro's new album, and what is my favorite song? Um, I'm trying to remember. Hold on, let me go look to see if I listened to the album, because I think I did. But sometimes I do these one listens and then I just go on about my business and I completely forget it because I have short term memory. Okay, I did listen to the album. I totally did. This is the right album, right? This is not Blue Flame. It was cool. I liked a few of the songs. I still, my favorite still is Knock. It's just really, I don't know, it's just really catchy. I just really like Knock. I've played Knock so many times. Um, I've played Knock so many. Please, EXO Luhan and Seham. Anyway, I played Knock so many times. So I love that song. It's my favorite. Why am I stuttering? Oh my god. Um, China has been slowly taking over more and more territory. China need to chill. Shoot. Look, let me tell you something. I don't know how long we about to last against China. I ain't even look. And for the white people that have been worried about black people or becoming a racial minority, y'all need to be worried about somebody that's not us. Y'all need to be worried about somebody that's not us. I promise you. I promise you. But this is how the world works. So, unfortunately, I mean, apparently people are people, and we're just going to keep terrorizing each other and rinse and repeat and go on around in circles. But we'll see how everything turns out. I mean, shoot, China has offered a lot of help over here where, our government has done less. So, we'll see how everything turns out. I don't know nothing about, them to really be speaking. So, um, let's see. I really enjoyed it. Personally, I really like someone, uh, really like. I was gonna say, I'm pretty okay. Okay, yes, someone like yes, I do know. I know that song. I can't. Okay, yeah, I remember that song. I like that song, but like I said, girl, I don't know. Knock has something in it. Knock has something in it. Ozana Young says Knock was such a bop. Um, let's see. Girl, you scare me. I don't want no China, please. Girl, I shoot. Look, I'm not predicting anything. I'm just saying in general. Um, what readings do I plan to do in future videos? Well, I have to complete the BTS members and EXO members. Outside of that, I don't know if I did a Red Velvet one yet, but I've seen a lot of requests for Red Velvet. I'm not really too sure, but if you guys want to leave in the comment section below what readings that you want me to be dropping, or somewhere, I would say the week after this upcoming week, because I'm going to be taking a break, but I'm going to be mass releasing some readings once I do them. They'll go up on Patreon first, all of them at the same time, and then they'll come to my members on YouTube. So they Patreon and members will be getting them around the same time, and then they'll all be scheduled to drop for everyone else. Oh yeah, I keep getting distracted. I wanted to show you guys what I've been making. So I've made this set. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, you have seen the Pink Razzle Dazzle set. I've made this set of nails. This was inspired by my little sister. She came downstairs and she said, "Hey girl, make me a Pink Razzle Dazzle set." And I said, "All right." So I made that one. Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I lost one of the RM nails. I have to make another one. Okay, so I just made this icy one. This is one of the first ones that I made. So it was one of the ones I was practicing on. I didn't rearrange it all neatly, but it's like an icy set. Just kind of make me think of glaciers and everything. So I just made this. Um, then I made these Mang ones because I realized I had BTS stickers and I didn't do anything with the BTS stickers. And I was like, hey, these are kind of small enough to fit on some nails. So what did I do? I made some Mang nails. These are super cute, super fun. Like you could wear them and just, especially to the BTS concerts that were canceled or postponed, you could, somebody could have worn those there. So these are them. I haven't worn any of these. I plan on eventually wearing them, I guess, but right now I kind of put them in packs. And the most recent one that I made is this cookie one. So this is cookie, the stars and everything. So yeah. So that's what I've been up to. Doing that actually makes it, like, helps me relax. So I'm always sitting at my desk and trying to figure out what, to make. Um, let's see. Oh, those so cute. I love your nails. Thank you. Thank you. Um, hey Channy, girl, one of my nails snapped off at a BTS concert. I was getting lit in the pit. Girl, I'm glad you was getting lit in the pit. The pit scares me. Fanatic by choice. They're so bomb. Oh my god. Thank you. Um, it's the Joker. You're so talented at making nails. Thank you. I've been trying. Dana Art, love your nails. Thank you. Those are cute. Um, let's see. How do I make my nails? I ordered the full cover tips from off of Amazon. I get some gel polish, and I just paint and try to be creative. Um, Imani says those are cute. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you all. I'm glad y'all like them because I was trying really hard. I was like, let me. I'm gonna finish making all the B21 ones because I want to collect them. It's actually to the point that I'm sitting here like because I want to wear them, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to touch them. Like I want to keep them where they're at. Like I just don't want to touch them. I kind of want to make them and like I don't know, like hang these bad boys up on a wall somewhere, like just put them up somewhere, maybe in my room or just leave them as a display because I really like them and I just don't want to lose them. Um what brand of nail polish do you use? Beetles. It's most affordable. You get a lot of colors. So Beetles. Um, I like the nails. I can imagine it being relaxing to make it. Girl, it is like just painting them. It is. Um, hold on. What is going on? Okay, Jungwoo, personality wise, the Joker. Is Taeyong from NCT really that messy? Yeah, Taeyong is messy as hell. Um, I think Jin Young doesn't resign. I think if Jin Young doesn't resign with JYP, he needs to be an actor full time. I think he'll do a lot better as an actor. I think he'll probably do that. I think if he doesn't resign with JYP, that he will most definitely be like, "Hey, girl, I'm getting out of Got Seven. I'm just gonna act. Either I just act or I'm gonna step." Um, Rin, are you pulling cards tonight? Mm-mm. I'm not pulling cards. Well, for you, I will, cause you're a member. I pull cards for my members, but your girl tired. So if you're not a member, I'm not gonna be pulling cards for any readings. Um, Sorry, but your girl has been stressed, so I'm trying to keep readings to a minimum. Um, so Rin, go ahead and shoot. If you have a question, go ahead. You are a member, you get a free reading every time I go live anyway. Ozana Young says, I think got seven just all need to leave JYP together. Yeah, it would be the smartest decision to make. Honestly, like Jackson is already like overseas in China making a lot more money than he would be doing over there. He's making some great music where he's at. So he can go ahead and do his own thing. The rest of the members are Bam Bam is super talented where he's from, popular where he's from. They can just carry themselves, to be honest. Is it normal to feel hot energy while pulling cards? Okay, hold on. Wait. Let me make sure I'm going in order. Okay, Dave, is it normal to feel hot energy while pulling cards? First of all, people react differently. But when you say that, do you mean the cards hot or do you mean you physically feeling hot? Because that's normal. For me, I physically get hot. Like I start to, sweat or get, depending on how long I've been reading, but I get really, really hot. Like I'm like, girl, turn on the fan, turn on the air, turn something on because it's burning up in here. Yes, that is very normal. Um, Zana Young says, I think Jin Young will pull a Taecyeon and stay in God 7 but leave the company. I forgot they could do that. That would be great. Let's see. Melanie, I think she said Utah has anger issues. Yeah, I feel like Utah has anger issues. Um, Ozana Young says messy. How with NCT? You talking about Taeyong in general, Ozana? Dave, I feel hot too on the forehead. Yeah, on the forehead. That's where I get heated, right on the forehead, and like my shoulders. Um, Rain, should I quit my current job? I'm feeling pretty stuck, and I'm not sure if I should stick. We get reunion, or if I should stick and see if it gets better or move on to something else. So here's with reunion. I feel like you're gonna end up back there either way. I would say stick to it, because it seems like there seems to be some sort of hope. And with reunion, it's almost as if saying that even if you left, somehow you would end up back. I don't know how, but like you would end up back there or like reapplying or something like that. Um, what did Geek Girl say? Geek Girl, I think Jungwoo is innocent. If astrology is correct, we have similar charts. He's prone to depression. What is Geek Girl out here wilding? Let me see. What's Geek Girl talking about? See, now I'm trying to find her tweets. Is Jungwoo as innocent as he portrays? Girl, I don't think Jungwoo is innocent at all. Girl, we have optimism and treachery. No, he is not as innocent as you think. No, he is not. I was saying, I don't think he innocent. I don't think he that innocent. I think he may be naive in a sense. In a sense, like he may not know a lot of things, but he has intentions. Okay. Um, Even if he don't know what he's doing. Ren says, "Thank you, I appreciate it. No problem." Um, Also for my Den members, remember you guys get a video request reading. Not my Den members. I'm sorry, my pack leaders. You guys get a guaranteed video requested reading every month, but you have to tell me. You know what I'm saying? You guys have to like even if you leave under a post that I make, hey, my this month's requested reading is this. Leave that if you want a requested reading for that month. Okay, so I'm not going to come and remind you guys every time. Just know that every month you get a free video reading of your choice. So you can choose whether you want to use it that month or you want to, wait till the next month. That's, up to you guys. So, don't force yourself, but just, let me know if you have something that you want me to read on. Azana Young says no member comes off comes off as innocent is innocent. I agree. Hmm. Even Renjin said he didn't like his innocent image and that it wasn't even that long. Imagine idols that's been doing it longer. So I want to get into that Unwoo tease, like, cause Unwoo has some dirt on him. So I got into that. I'm going to drop that. Did I already drop it? And I dropped it for members, I think. So don't spoil it if I dropped it for my members. Yeah, I did. Don't spoil that reading if I didn't already drop it for everyone else. But Unwoo, I definitely want y'all opinions on who Unwoo is as a person. Um, and for those who don't know who I'm talking about, Unwoo of Astro. But yeah, I'm gonna drop that reading because I'm getting into his scandal with him saying inappropriate things to Nuna's allegedly. So we'll see. I'm gonna get to the bottom of that, and we're gonna see if he's innocent or not. I want to know, what do you guys think of his image? Do you think it's simply an image? Do you think he has innocence? Do you think he's normal, or do you think he's a freak? Like, what are your thoughts for those who've seen him or been exposed to who to him? Exposing Unwoo, I'm liking the concept, right? Hey, Chani. Okay. Cookie Monster, I like when Jackson promotes as Team Wang. He seems a lot more raw in interviews. I feel like with Got7 doing interviews, he acts a certain way. Yeah, he does. He's so used to his image and his position in Got7. I do like to see him as, being a little more serious or being kind of more natural, more of, I would say. Um, what was I also going to say? Oh, your girl's getting tired. Irene and Sugi's subunit debut got delayed by July. Yvonne, you seem to be into Red Velvet. How do you know what's going on with Wendy? I think I may have skimmed or seen something not too long ago saying, "Oh, SM has been lying about Wendy" or something like that. I don't know if that was just somebody talking or if what's going on with Wendy, because I know she fell not too long ago and apparently like broke her hip or something. But what's been up with them? M9 says, I feel like Charlton Woo's image got tarnished the most as he was previously. I fully agree. I wonder if he's happy that his image has kind of been tarnished a little bit. Maybe he feels like he can sort of let down his guard a bit, or maybe kind of be a little more natural. I don't know. Is he unnatural? I'm actually going to pull for that. Just the one card. Your girl is getting tired, so I'm just going to see reflection and start. No, he's too busy. Right now he's more so he is reflecting on the person that he is. And yeah, no, it is. He's kind of like that baby bird or someone who's been placed in that position for so long. He is. It's exactly what I said. Happy that he's kind of being forced out of that image. Um like he's forced into reality, forced for people to realize he's grown and he can't just be sitting up under this image of mom's favorite son or mama's baby boy. You know what I'm saying? The fans precious baby. So it does seem like he's kind of happy that he was forced out of the image. And it's going to bring a time for him to reflect on who he is, who he was, and who he wants to be. um okay. Oh wow, there's a lot of comments that happened so quickly. Um, let's see. Mellow Serenity. I think he's a good person, but tries too hard. Dave says, I honestly, if people want some honest idols, then Yibo, Wang Yibo. I've never heard of them. I'll look them up. I want to know what you guys mean as innocent. I'm confused. That's a good question. Unwoo is known as a smart guy. The Joker. Most idols' personalities are fake. You don't get their real selves. They have positions like funny one, serious one, innocent one, and cute one, etc. It's toxic. It truly is. It really is. I think people have a spectrum to their personalities, and I don't think people are innocent, but not that I'm a virgin and so clueless type of way. As soon as I heard that Onwu said that stuff, I was like, he did, lol. He probably got so cocky because everyone's telling him how handsome he is. I was about to say something, but I forgot. I'm not gonna talk about it just yet because I want you guys to watch the video, and then we will have a discussion on it. I think I don't have any videos to fill in. I'm gonna need one extra video for the week. I have to do a text video. I have to do a reading on text, TXT. God, I have so many readings that I want to do, but I know I need to take a break. Um, I'll try to do what I can, and I'll just release what I can. Um, let's see. I think the '97 line debuted very young age. No, probably now only their rebellious era as their career starts to be more stable. I agree. Imanius, he seems nice, but I don't get the innocent image when I see him on interviews and variety shows with him being slightly savage with people at times. Um, Imani S. I was God. I'll talk about it next week. I have to. God, I need to learn how to just shush sometimes. But I definitely get that his image has like a goody two shoes vibe. Yeah, you know what I feel like? I've been watching, Astro do stuff, and I feel like a lot of times he really does not like. He really wants to get out of that mold. Like I'll see sometimes where he really wants to say something, and his reaction to hold back is just a smile. And I'm like, I can see all the pent up rage behind that face. Like you just don't want to break your image. You don't want to break character, and I see that. But that's how I feel sometimes when he be with the members and they be acting up. Um, I think he said, but you said I think he said something about wanting to see a fan in a black dress or something. Yeah, like saying something like, "Oh, Nuna, you're so sexy. I want to see you. I want to meet you in the alleyway in a black dress." Some mess like that. Um, well, hold on. Yvonne said, well, all we know about Wendy is that she's in a better state. She has been interacting with fans through social apps, but that's all. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Um, do texts even like each other? I feel like it's authentic people. I feel like it's authentic. People say it's forced. that's an interesting question because I've recently been kind of looking at them, and I'm trying to figure out if the member Taehyun actually gets along with the rest of them. Like, I feel like all of the rest of the members get along well, except for Taehyun. Like, I feel like he's the one that doesn't get along with everyone else. But I have not seen much of TXT to actually determine that. So I'm gonna get into them a little more and see, what's going on with that. Um, um, yes, Jenny said that in her vlogs that she prefers more of a tomboy, casual style, but YG wants her to dress very sexy and girly at the same time. Mm, unfortunate. The Joker Taehyun just wants to go home. I really feel that though. Totally agree with Taehyun one. I get weird vibes from Taehyun. I actually wasn't expecting him to be so young. I actually thought he was going to be one of the either the mid to oldest ones, and then I found out he was one of the youngest. And I was like, wow. Um, it makes sense to me that they were like, yeah, he's probably one of the most matured out of all of them. So yeah, Taehyun just came to do his job for real. Like, I really feel like that's how he feel. He just be like, I'm on my job, okay, and I'm ready to go home. Um, okay. It was right after they debuted, right after their debut. Is that when he joined? Wait, what's Yangchi? What do you mean? The members are still young though, so they can grow. True. Oh, geek girl, you're a baby. Hmm. Um, I'm even tired of my mom after this 24/7 quarantine. Shoot, for real. Like, I'm so glad I don't live with my mom. I'm so glad. Love her to bits, but I'm very happy. I don't have to deal with that. Milani, you and Taehyun were born on the same day. Cute. Um, Yang said, no, I was expressing why I think TXT friendships seem fake. Oh, okay. Well, y'all, I'm getting super tired. I think I'm going to clock out now. I stayed on a little longer than I usually stay on. I've been trying to limit it to like an hour as of late. How I think I used to stay on here for like damn near like 2 hours. Sometimes I think we possibly reach three or like almost reach three. I don't know, but we would stay on here for a while. Um, it's like wait, it's like when Culture looked tired of Cardi B's yelling. I saw that video. I was hollering. And the way that girl put that thing back in her ear, was it earphone? She has something, and she just looked at her and she was like, "Anyway," and I was like, "Ooh, Lord." Um, let's see. I hate to be that crusty old person, but I'm 27, girl. Same, girl. 21 here. Dave, 12-hour live streams. Shit. If I had the energy to do that kind of mess, shoot. I'd have to drink like 18 Red Bulls. Like, oh, this is not a sponsor. I don't even drink y'all no more. But yeah. Oh, Sada, you're 18? Sis, I thought you were older than that. Girl. Girl. Hey Channy, 24-hour live stream. Shoot. So many 18-year-olds here. Yeah, I was not expecting this many 18-year-olds at all. I was not expecting it. This is like you guys don't know how yikes this is to me. Dave, I'm only 20. Dave, please. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh God. I thought like at least you guys, the majority would be at least 22. At least 22. This is just horrifying. The list just goes on. 18, 19. Yes. And 9, 27. It's good to see a friendly face. A friendly screen name, a friendly number. Okay, 27. Thank God. Oh, chef's kiss. Okay. 26. Oh, Cookie Monster. Yes. Oh, 26. Oh, thank you. Oh, Mr. L and Mrs. L. 25. Oh, yes. Luna, thank you. Thank you for my 27-year-olds. Everyone 25 and up. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here and not letting me be alone. Okay. Because I don't know how to break it to you, but oh, thank you, Empress. I don't know how to break it to you, but this is just hurting my feelings right now. I'm seeing all the young bloods, and I'm sitting here like I should have known. But do you mean I've been talking to tweens this whole time? I've been talking to teenagers this whole time. Is this what's been happening? Because Carolina Blue Lotus, baby, hey. I've actually been meaning to make you a moderator. You want to be a moderator, Carolina? Ash, Mellow Serenity, 18 don't seem that young. But when you say that you're born in 2004, I got to go. Girl, I go, ooh, yeah, I can't. Yeah, don't tell me you born in 2004. Don't tell me you born in 2001 and 2000, girl. Oh, wow. That was like a loud ringing in my ear. Anyone 2000 and younger is a baby to me. Exactly. Um, we have been exposing Beak's freakiness to tweenies. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've been talking about some stuff, and I'm like, y'all are like this little, like this young. Yeah, yeah. Carolina says let's connect offline. Yeah, like let's all the old heads, like all of my everybody 25 and up. I wish like I could just make a little separate thing, like all the old heads, all the old heads. Let's not scar the kids. Shoot. Oh God. This is horrible. I love y'all though. I love all of y'all. Girl, we ain't innocent. I know y'all not innocent. Y'all see the stuff y'all be asking me. I know y'all not innocent. I know y'all not innocent. Okay. I know. Oh my God. All of y'all are my youngest sister's age. So it's like a whole chat room of mine, like, sis. I know y'all not innocent. It's just that I'm old as hell telling y'all stuff that I'm like, girl, somebody else need to be telling y'all. But yeah. 99 line represent the put them hands down, Dave. Put them hands down, Dave. At least you're in the 90s. At least you're in the 90s. Okay. Okay. We legal adults. Don't give me that. I don't want to hear that from none of y'all. Okay. None of y'all, especially if your birthday is in the if the year of your birth is in the 2000s, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay? God. Y'all don't woke me up talking about something I'm 18. Most fed up. All right, this is why I can't stand a group like TXT. They too young. That's how I felt. Like that's exactly how I felt. Like my old behind was sitting up there looking like, oh, they're so cute. And then I'm reading what was it, cat dog lyrics. And I'm like, hold up, wait, what y'all talking about? You know what I'm sitting there like, hold on, wait a minute, what? It's just I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till y'all get past that. But that's my song though. Cat dog is that word. Oh Lord. I was born, Imani says I was born in 99, so I guess I barely made the cut. You did barely made the cut. You, Dave. Who else was up there? Multi fandom. Y'all just barely making the cut over here. Carolina Blue Lotus 32. Yes, boo. Okay. Yes. Okay. Um, okay. I wish K-pop was more grown and sexy, but those idols go to the military every year and never come back. I was just on a spree of watching my grown and sexy idols. Like if you go for those of you who want some grown and sexy, something a little more, that has a mixture of K-pop but also is a little more adult, go to M Black. Look at M Black's Be a Man, or yeah, a lot of M Black's more later work, towards the end of their career. Of course, some Rain, 30 Sexy. Whom else? Double S 301. Pain has like a little, it's like it gives you K-pop, but it doesn't give you like, cutesy boy. It kind of is just like, I don't know. It gives you a nice mix, a nice little blend. So those generations of idols have some stuff there before they all went their separate ways. For people who like more of a mature to man kind of vibe. So if you're looking for that, suit and tie kind of grown and sexy adult thing, you can go into some of that. 2 p.m. sexy opas. 2 p.m. still has way too much pop for me. I think what's that one song they did that I think kind of covers that. That song, Booty Out. 2 p.m.
Oh. Dang it.
Yeah, that one.
Huh?
That one.
Yeah,
What is it called? That 2 p.m. song. It is not called Booty Out. Do not follow what I just said. By the way, it is not called Booty Out. It just I could that's what I heard when they were speaking in their language. And he turned when Junho turned around and started swishing. It sounded like he said booty out. And I said, okay, sir, booty out. You know what I'm saying? Ad toy.
there we go.
Ad toy. 2 p.m.'s ads. Thank you, Amari. 2 p.m.'s ad toy.
That's terrible.
Who else? Who else has like a grown or sexy vibe?
Rain.
Yeah, that's what I said. Rain. M Black's Be a Man.
Ooh, the muses get into it.
The who?
The 9 muses.
Oh, 9 Muses. Yeah. Well, 9 Muses is not. 9 Muses was started off like they were gonna do some grown. Well, no, they did half and half. 9 Muses hit us with Playboy, which I really feel horrible after I know the backstory behind Playboy. But Playboy is a bop. Figaro is a bop. Pretty much anything 90s has dropped was a bop. But for grown and sexy for women, I would say Brown Eyed Girls and Got
I
In.
was just about to say Guy.
So go for, if you're looking for grown and sexy women, go for Got In, Brown Eyed Girls, Sunmi, of course. Some of her older stuff, I think. Is it Sunmi? Sister kind of goes back and forth between grown and sexy and then pop. So Sister kind of does count because Sister will give you, depending on the music video, basically a little bit of everything that you need. I forgot that Sister was broken up. I was about to say I hope they drop their summer bop this year, but we are not in that time anymore. Mellow Serenity says, Gotten and I share a birthday. Girl, congratulations, girl. Congratulations. Barely any K-pop idols are Leo, so I don't share no birthdays with none of them. I just I have Mark and I have somebody in TXT. I think Kai in TXT. Girls' Day, yes, Girls' Day and Miss A. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like whenever an idol gets discharged from the from their enlistment, they either get married or go on to do acting or something. That's why Do went so early because he said, "Girl, I'm tired." He said, "I'm tired of this." Bye. He said, "SM, bye, bye, bye." Do looked at SM. He said, "I'd rather go to jail." Okay, that's what Do said. Um, I think K-pop isn't sustainable for a long-term artist. I think it is. I think they don't allow it to be. I think artists can last as long as they still keep putting out that music. Because if DBSK didn't mess up, DBSK would have been 30, damn near 40, still promoting their music, to be honest. But they had all that stuff go down, and then YouTube wanted to act like a damn clown on TV, on concrete, you know, everybody just acting a fool. Everybody in JYJ just wanted to shoot down their career. And I'm like, okay, well, except Shijin Shu, he still stayed an angel. I think Jae Jung did something to piss people off again. He's always like pissing people off borderline. So, you know what I'm saying? Dave says, honestly, I'm ready for a Schumann to get out of the military. Me too. I want my baby back. I want both of them, both Juman and Dio. I don't know if I've said this to you guys before, but those two are my owls. Because I remember when I first seen EXO outside of the trailers, I remember it clear as day. And I was seeing them around a car. I don't know if it was at the airport, but it was around one of their cars that they got out. And I saw these two little short dudes come out. And I looked at them little shorties and they had these big round eyes, like these big round eyes. And I said, those two things look like owls. And I fell in love with them ever since. I was like, they're so cute. They look like baby owls. They're running around this daggone car. This is the most adorable thing that I've ever seen in my life. And from that day, I knew I was going to stand at least those two. Look at Shenhua, they still kicking, and they going on to their 50s. Yeah, exactly. Ozania, I'll share a birthday with anyone, girl, for real. I think the only person I share a birthday with in general is J Lo, and I was like, this is disappointing. Dave, they really do be looking like that. They do. Dio's so handsome. He is. He's very handsome. Like he's really handsome. I can't wait for Dio to get out, girl. Like I both can't wait for him to get out, but I also want an album. Like I want some music from Dio. I want some movies from Dio. Oh God, the Joker. Joker says, I share same birthday with JYP himself. Don't know what to do with that information, but yeah. Where were you born? Where were you born, Joker? I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that JYP ruined your birthday. I'm so sorry, Joker. He sat up there and put a stain on your birth date. I am so sorry. Dave says he better be booked when they get out the military. I know that's right. I know that's right. Cookie Monster, I just found out that Sandra Park was the public relations officer of YG. I did not know this. Wow. Uh, Dave JYP at it again, right? The Joker says, I've never felt more disappointed. At least it ain't YG. That's true. At least it's not YG, but wow. Um, Imani says, I want that album too, but I don't know if he would want to do an album. I think he said he wanted to do an album, but he just didn't. I don't know. But either way, I just hope he does whatever makes him like really freaking happy. That's all that I hope for is that he can be happy and completely satisfied with himself. And I just, wish them the best because, honestly, I was going to curse, but I realize I can't say the F word. But flip these companies, flip them. All of those big old companies. If you hear something in the background, that was my sister's phone, by the way. Like all of those companies, bump them. You know what I'm saying? Kai and Kyungsu collab. Let me tell you something, Dave. Let me tell you something about that. If Kyan and Kyungsu did a collab, it would be the most sus video. I feel like that video would be sus as hell. I really do. I really feel like it would. I feel like it would be sus and mildly inappropriate. And that's all I'm going to say. Because they both, in their own way, are freaks. And I feel like they just going to have, I think they're going to be worse than Baekhyun with his candy or whatever. Speaking of Baekhyun, because one of y'all had sent me last week Baekhyun with that CD. Did you guys see Baekhyun fondling his? Let me not curse. Fondling his freaking album the way he did. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see him coming up there trying to advertise candy, being inappropriate as hell? I was sitting there like, sir, you need to calm down, and if you don't, you're going to jail. Like you're seriously like I was sitting there like this man is working on my last nerve. Like I wanted to cleanse my eyeballs. I was just like, I really hate that girl, he sat there. He sat there. I'm sorry, Chen CD. I feel so bad for harassing, for assaulting your CD like this. Girl, he sat there. He said, candy. It wasn't subs, but he was like, "Oh, candy," and then he started rubbing around the daggone ring of the damn CD, and then stuck his finger in the daggone hole, like while looking while looking at the camera, like. And I'm sitting there like, "Have you lost your mind?" I'm like, you have lost your mind. You have lost your mind. I know you are not coming up here fondling this motherfucking CD. Like, you have really lost it. And I'm just sitting there like, this man needs to hurry up and go to the military because he don't know how to act. He will never know how to act, and he goes sit up here acting like a clown. So they need to send Baekhyun on back. They need to send Baekhyun to the military so he can be in there for 2 weeks, and they send his ass on back out. Because that's what's gonna happen. Because my family has a joke about Baekhyun, and Baekhyun is indestructible. It don't matter what you do, Baekhyun cannot be defeated. You cannot out cringe Baekhyun. You cannot out joke Baekhyun. You cannot out disaster Baekhyun. He's just indestructible. He looked a bit surprised when he did it too. I could not. I could not. I was just sitting there like, so y'all let him out the house. Y'all let him on camera to do this. Yeah, exactly. God damn it, Beak. Exactly. Y'all let Beak out the house. Y'all let Beak out the house. Y'all let Beak on camera, on live camera to do that. To do that. Thank you for the reenactment for those of us who didn't see it. Y'all, for real, follow me on Twitter. It's on there. If I re-see it, I will probably retweet it so you guys can see it. And I was just sitting there like the Joker says backhand doesn't discriminate. Exactly. Everybody got a hole. I'm done. I'm done, y'all. Y'all about to have me acting up tonight because I know I need to just be chilling. Beck needs some therapy for real. Now he what they call him? He's a what's it? They call him a nymph, a nympho. Okay. Geek Girl says, like I said, I'll retweet it on my I'll put it on my Twitter. Let me see if I can find it. But I'm gonna re-put that mess on there. Baekhyun did that, and it was just like it took oh girl, it took so little for me to just be sitting there like this is too much. This is too much because I know all of the intentions behind this nasty shit you doing right now. I know all of that is just there and girl, I was like I can't deal. I'm about to find it right now. Um I keep forgetting how much I actually post on this sometimes. But when I find that mess, y'all see it on Twitter. Y'all will see it on Twitter. Cause I'm gonna post it when I find it. Um Careful, there's teenagers in the chat, girl. You're right, Amber. I need to be careful, okay? Let's see. Beat needs therapy for real, for real. This is doing an unboxing. I don't know what he was doing. I just was set a clip. Um, Becky uncomforting y'all during these times, girl. Woo, he wasn't comforting me. Oh girl, I wanted to spray my screen with Lysol. Um, the not the CDs, quarantine getting to him for real. Quarantine is really getting to him. Like, sir cannot get they not letting him out the house. And he's got some pent up frustrations that he needs to sort out. Um yeah, and she said I needed that comfort. Oh girl, hell. Oh hell no. um Super M need to hurry up and have a comeback before Becky and Unlist because I know they have music they have yet released. I know SM wants more money for them. I'm pretty sure SM is trying to see if their like whatever music they have is actually worth giving to Super M. Um who and YG who and YG thought having Rose promote Yedam's I don't know who Yedam is. Yedam solo when bands have been begging her to get a solo. Was that a good idea? I feel so bad for all the hate Treasure is getting. He probably did that to be petty. I hope she leave they ass for real. Curious, what do I think of Baekhyun as a person? Baekhyun to me as a person is somebody who he's definitely to me from what I've seen of Baekhyun, he's someone who doesn't really know how to understand chill. Like he's somebody to me Baekhyun is that friend that is a jokester and a prankster, but he never knows when to stop. And he's the person that always escalates situations into really bad ones and doesn't listen when you're telling them to, like, hey, chill, stop. Like, you're really crossing the line here. He's like the chaotic friend that's only good sometimes, but he's definitely that person you don't want around when somebody's in a bad mood, or you don't want around when you're going places that could possibly be dangerous. Like, he's that type of person. He's chaotic. He's a definite chaotic. How do you say? Would I say chaotic neutral or chaotic evil? Chaotic neutral? Chaotic neutral. I don't know. But well, he's a Gemini rising sign. Well, and there you have it, folks. Cause he definitely comes out to me as a type of person who can be good during certain times of sadness, but also be absolutely horrible. Definitely somebody, you know who Baekhyun is? In American standards, Baekhyun is definitely that person that says, like, really, like, and when I say inappropriate stuff, I mean like really inappropriate stuff, like really inappropriate stuff for the people that are around, or either gender issues, racial issues, situational issues, like, girl, somebody just got hit by a car and you making jokes, girl, like that. Like, he just comes off to me as someone who's absolutely chaotic, absolutely has no thought process on when's a good time to joke or laugh, when's not a good time. Chaotic evil, okay. Chaotic evil, when's not a good time. Just that type of person. Definitely the one that doesn't stop until you hit him. Actually, he naturally doesn't stop until you hit him, so there you have it. Big Hit and SM know how to make many form of artists, and they put their faces on everything. Most of their money comes from all of the endorsement deals their idol has. I don't really consider Yedam that big of a deal, considering it's one song with no promotion. Dave, I think Baekhyun is really into social justice issue, but he is chaotic. Diana Art says Beak is messing with Chanyeol's patience all the time. He's messing with Chanyeol's patience, Du's patience. Who else patience? Chen's patience, Jumin's patience. Baekhyun likes to see how far he can go before he enrages somebody, and that's a very toxic habit. Like, that's a really bad habit. But that's what I was saying. I think he's leaning towards, sociopath sometimes, because homeboy really he be well, really in the relationships do I get the sociopath tendencies, but I don't know. It may reflect reality, like, just general friends and all that stuff. But, I don't know him personally, so don't take my word for it. But he seems he got a few screws loose up in there. I don't really. Okay, wait. I read that. Bless Suho for dealing with the XOs for real. But you know what? How I always say, didn't nobody ask Suho behind to step up? Suho went out there and just decided that he was gonna come up there and be the leader and take charge and do what he needed to do. And everybody was looking at him like, I thought Chris was the leader. What are you doing? I think that was the funniest thing when I saw that clip of EXO sitting there, and I don't know how this stuff went with EXO and who was originally supposed to be the leader. I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. But it was so funny how much they did not acknowledge Suho as a leader in the beginning. And, like, Suho was sitting there and talking about he was going to do some leader stuff, and then call Chris to do something because he was the leader. And then Chris was like, oh, I'm the leader again, or I'm the leader now. I don't know what was going on there, but I thought that mess was so hilarious because Suho seemed to, especially around the beginning of EXO, just kind of be placing himself in positions where the members are like, girl, did not nobody call on you. And it's just funny looking at Suho work. But y'all, damn it, I'm almost at 2 hours. I was supposed to be off at, like, what, at what, the first hour, and then at least an 1:30, like an hour and 30 minutes, and now I'm almost at 2 hours. Suho has that rich boy entitlement savior complex. He sure does. He sure does. And it's hilarious. I love to see it. I'm going to be honest. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Suho should get an award for dealing with EXO. For real. He be doing a damn good job. And then but girl, I'd be laughing at his own breakdowns. I'd be sitting there like, Lord, this man. Oh, like I've seen like I don't know if it was some sort of V live where he sat up there and he made like finger sock puppets of the members, and he brought toys from the corner store, and that mess broke. He was playing with some toy that he brought from the corner store, and that mess broke, and he was just like looking at it, and then he looked at the bottom. He was like, "Made in Korea, of course." And then threw that mess down, and he was like, "I'm returning this tomorrow." And then like he was playing like this weird sock puppet game that he made, like little finger socks puppets of the members, and he was like, "Oh, do you guys remember when this happened?" And he's like chasing his other fingers around, and I remember watching this. I was like, Suho's having a mental breakdown. This man is having a mental breakdown, and then he started screaming at the floor. He was like, "Chanyeol, be quiet," and I'm like, girl, who let him on camera? Who let him on camera? Sis is having a breakdown. Sis is having a breakdown. He, he slandered his country for making flimsy toys. He making sock puppets of the members. I'm like, did somebody turn off the camera so this man can get some help? But I'm not gonna lie, I was in tears. I was in tears watching it, in absolute tears. And this other thing where Kai was like in the closet, like he was not in the closet. Kai was doing this interview, and then Suho just burst out the closet during the thing, and Kai was just looking at him, and Suho was like, "Can you give me a reaction? I've been in there for 2 hours." I was hollering. I was hollering. And then he went back in there to do it again. I was sitting there like, wow, this man is hilarious. This man is the funniest man I have seen in a long time. Honestly, I want to see EXO do therapy. I would love to see it, for real. I would really love to see it. I remember watching videos of them, the members bouncing off the walls and yelling at Suho, just sitting there and acting like he's being held captive. Girl, this is why Suho is my bias. That he was really climbing up there for me. Suho is that one kid that tries too hard to be like, it's painful. It absolutely is, because the members be looking at him like, girl, if you don't get out my face. Suho be over there like, smile, arm around their shoulders, and they be looking like, girl, we don't like you like that. We don't like you. We don't even like each other. What makes you think we like you? At least we collectively dislike you. I'll be like, well, damn, why y'all gotta do Suho like that? But then I see why. Like, Suho makes it very apparent why he is unlikable sometimes, and I just think it's so funny. It's so funny. Like I said, that is the main. Their chaotic relationship is the main reason that had me just be like, I'm going to stand EXO, even if it's just to see them hate each other on camera or try to pretend like they like each other on camera. Um, if he could get kicked out of therapy, ain't nobody can help him but God. For real, Joker, you are absolutely right. Can nobody help but God? Okay. Um, let's see. I read an article that said Chanyeol from NCT Dream, his net worth is 8 million, inherited from his parents. He owns a Tesla and purchased a $3 million apartment in Korea. Well, shit, go off then. Remember when Jumin thought it was funny that Suho thought he was his friend? That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I was hollering. That's another moment that was freaking hilarious. Especially when Suho was in that car. But Suho was in that car with Sehun and they had their little argument. And Suho was like, you know what? Suho said, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm about to, he said, he dead ass said, I'm about to call my best friend. He said, I'm about to call my best friend. Sehan was over there like, sis, please stop that. Please stop that shit, girl. Stop it. He was like, I'm about to call my best friend right now. You about to hear it. I'm about to call my best friend. And he was on that phone, girl. That phone was ringing. That phone was ringing. Okay, that phone went to voicemail. He said, okay, so I guess we not best friends no more. And I'm like, let me tell you something. Xumin is not losing an inch, an ounce of sleep over you talking about something. I guess we not best friends no more. Y'all were never best friends. And he'll tell it to your face. Like, I mean, they're hilarious. They're absolutely golden. Like, for those of you, Jumin was mad because Suho never called him young, right? For those of you who just don't like watch EXO, just y'all have to just at least watch them interact. At the very least, watch them interact because that mess is just it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. And y'all, do y'all remember that time? Because I'm trying to figure out if it was just me. Oh wait, y'all 18. Whatever. Y'all remember that time where because EXO messy and they like to spill all their information on stage sometimes, especially if Baekhyun is involved. Legal adults, I can't. So do y'all remember when Suho and Jumin were on stage? I think I talked about this before. As Suho was talking about him and Jumin going drinking with each other. And I think, yeah, as Jumin was like, girl, we slept together, right? And he was like, Suho was like, excuse me, what? And Jumin was like, girl, we slept together, right? And he was like, no, you've got to be out your mind. And he was just like, and Jumin was like, I know what his room looked like. I was in his room. I was in his drawers and everything. He got way too many pills. They're like, he had a lot of pills in his drawers, girl. I don't know what he's compensating for, but, and I remember watching that. And Suho was like, did we? And then he pulled the mic from his mouth, and he was like, did we? And Jumin was like, girl, I don't know how many times I got to tell you, girl. And you was trash as hell. I see why you had all them pills. And I was like, this is funny as hell. I said, this is funny as hell. I really do wonder if they meant exactly what I think they meant. Because I was like, I never actually read on it. No, I think, did I read on it? I don't know. I never read on it. I don't think I did because I think when I seen this, it was long before I started doing readings, and then even afterwards, it just never crossed my mind, and so I was just sitting there like, sis. I was like sitting there like, sis. Girl. So the cards indicate it was trash as hell, okay? And I see unromantic. I want insomnia and anxious came out. So, girl, they look. Let me tell you something. Two drunk people can't do it anyway most of the times because they can't get it up. So I guess it was trash as hell. If they tried something, it didn't work out. And I guess that's also why he has so many pills. Viagra. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done. But yeah. But I remember watching that, and I'm like, I know they're not really sitting here just openly on live TV on motherfucking concrete talking like this, insinuating that so and so must have gone down. I know they're not doing this on live TV, and I was just sitting there like, you've got to be kidding me. But no, they sure did. They sure did. They sure did. And Jumin is messy. So Jumin was like, oh, yes, please assume. Everyone assume. I love this. I live for the drama because Jumin lives for drama. He does. He lives for drama. He lives for drama. Even that when that time where it was a CBX concert and they were being inappropriate as hell then too. It was another one of those times where they were talking about Chen's ass, and then it was like they them girls, those girls are inappropriate as hell. And it was something. They were talking about Beckham, and then we're like, oh well, I get to shower with all of y'all. I can shower with all my members, but you know what, human, why don't you ever let me shower with you? You always lock the door. And then Chen and Beckham were like, yeah, you do always lock the doors. Human was like, girl, why would I want any of you, especially you, Beckham? Why would I want y'all in the bathroom with me while I'm trying to wash my ass? Why would I want y'all in the bathroom with me? And so they're like, well, girl, I mean, intimacy. And I'm like, hold on. They're like, well, I mean, girl, intimacy. And it was like, Shuman was like, intimacy with whom? Because y'all not getting in here. And then it was like something happened, and I don't know what they were talking about. It was something like magic something. Yeah, Beckham was like, oh, Aloha Mora or something, some spell. It's just like that'll open the door to your hearts, open the door to your bedrooms or some stuff. They were making jokes about that. And Juman came over there and went right to Beckham's crotch and said, Aloha Mora or whatever, unlock or whatever, and pointed right there. Right there. And both Chen and Baekhyun, I was like, so this is the first time that I'm seeing Jumin actually super out of pocket and more out of pocket than Baekhyun. So both of them looked at him like, sir. And so Beckham was like, excuse me, sir, what do you mean by that? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. He starts running away off the stage. Like, girl, I'm sorry. And Chen is like, okay, well, we're going to cut this here because they don't know how to act. And everybody's getting really inappropriate. And I'm a child of God or whatever. So I'm going to have to go on backstage and pray and, do all my little crosses and everything because this whole concert, this whole arena needs a cleansing. And that was that. And I was just like, these girls are messy. These girls are messy. Beckham biting butts in the shower. It's not okay, girl. And I'm like, how hetero can you make that? How hetero can you make that? Like, how? I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But when I did the reading, energy reading, everyone did what they did, but they said, "Oh, but we're all straight men." Okay, sir. Okay. They're like, okay. They be like, but we're all very, very straight, whether we eat the booty like groceries or not. Okay. I said, okay. Well, except for Sehan. I was like, okay, sir. Okay, y'all. Lie if y'all can keep mine. I really don't care. Sehan going on a date with a man on live TV. He is my icon. Sehan really is my icon. Like Sehan, at first I never used to understand how Sehan was so popular for no damn reason. But then he has every reason. Sehan is just that girl. Sehan really is just that girl. Like, I mean, he just does what he wants and it's hilarious. It's wonderful. Sehan has a sugar daddy fetish straight up. He does. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. I wonder how showering together started to become a bonding experience for EXO. Well, from according to Baekhyun, he just broke up in there and they would try to fight his ass out of there. And he refused to leave. And so they gave up fighting. He would like to watch. I'm telling y'all, Baekhyun is a freak. I'm telling y'all, like, y'all don't believe me. Like, he will literally tell y'all how much of a freak he is. Like, he would break up in there even while they're taking a shit. And he would like to sit down and watch them. He's spoken about this many times before. He said, "Oh, it strengthens our bond." I'm like, "No, you're just nasty. You're just really nasty, and you have a fetish. Let's just be honest. You have a fetish. You have a fetish." And so he would break up into the bathrooms. The girls would try to fight his behind out, and they would lock the doors. They would do everything, and he'd tell them, "I'll get my chopsticks. I'll get whatever I need to break up in there and watch them do what they need to do." Baekhyun will tell you who he is. Believe him. Okay? The girls told y'all too. They did. They said, yeah, he broke up and he would break into the bathrooms. It got to the point that we just knew we didn't have no privacy. We couldn't do nothing around his ass. Nothing. Nathaniel. Okay. So, can you rate the members like real freak? Well, Baekhyun would be up at the top, completely at the top. I'd say Baekhyun, Dio, Kai, Xiumin. No, Baekhyun, Dio. I'm trying to fit Chanyeol because Chanyeol's definitely like top four. Baekhyun, Dio, Chanyeol, Kai, Xiumin. Suho and Sehan would be at the bottom. I would say Sehan then Suho. I know I probably skipped over some members. Did I? What did I skip over? Baekhyun Sin, Sehan has a big D. Exactly. Let's see. Top didn't even like showing his skin. Yep. Dave said Taeyong was going on and on about Baekhyun the other day. That boy has it bad. Oh, really? Mm. Well, does anyone even like each other in EXO? To a degree. I think they're kind of past that stage. I think it's more like imagine being with your siblings once you're past being a teenager and then you're like forced to live with them for years. And then you go from liking each other, loving each other to absolutely hating each other. But like, you wouldn't hurt each other, but you like really can't stand being in the same room or dealing with each other for long periods of time. You can show love and affection that's genuine, but also you're like, please get the hell out of my face. That would be the best way I can describe them. I believe you. So many crazy things you share with us for so long. Wow. Oh, Chen. Oh, I missed Chen. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to remember if Chen was a freak. Did I get anything from Chen? Chen is a freak. Fuck. Fudge. What was it? It was something. What is Chen? Chen has a thing. Ah, he's a gold digger. That's what it was. He's a gold digger. His thing is money. He pairs up with someone on that list who actually has a thing with paying people for things that he wants. He likes to be powerful, sir. I'm just gonna tell y'all, Sir Chanyeol likes to feel powerful. He likes to pay people for things that he wants. Like he wants something to be hard enough to get that he would have to give up money for it. Okay. Not Becky, and Chen is someone who doesn't need it. He's someone who would probably be like face value is disgusted by all that kind of stuff. Um, is a whole like is disgusted by all that kind of stuff as a whole, but also has a thing for that kind of stuff. Like for whatever reason, every time I did a reading when I was getting to know EXO, everything was centered when I especially when I dealt with Chen. Chen has a thing for money. He has a thing for rich men, rich specifically men though. When it comes to money, specifically men. He likes rich men. He likes men of power. And he also likes to have power over men of power. So I don't know where to place him on that, but he likes to have power over powerful men. Um, that's just what I was getting. He loves money. He loves money. He loves money. That's the best I can stress it. He loves money. He doesn't openly show it as much, but you can catch a glimpse of that also on what is it that school thing where Ho Dong and the rest of them, you can catch a glimpse of that when even when they were doing that, and there was something where Suho was up and talking and there was chaos going in the background, and Suho said something about having no money, and Chen stopped everything that he was doing. He was like, you have no money? He was like, you're broke? Did I hear you correctly? Are you broke? And he looked really disgusted. And then freaking Suho's like, no, no, I have money. I'm so sorry, girl. I have money. I have money. Please don't look at me like that. That was definitely one of my proofs for me personally, because I was like, what is this thing with the money? Also, it was some also he doesn't like to spend his own money. He'll have Chanyeol buy him stuff. Like you'll see in a VCR, I think it was Chen's birthday actually. But with this, you could tell Chen does not really buy his own stuff if he doesn't need to, especially if Chanyeol's around. Because they went to the store. I was seeing them in the store, and he was looking at shirts. At no point did he consider himself going up to the cash register or buying anything. He was looking at a shirt. Chanyeol knew especially that was coming out of his pocket. He said, "How what size is it? It's this size. Okay, put it up there." His fucking freaking Chan was like, "I want this." And he said it to nobody. He just said, he wanted this. And Che was like, I got you. I'll pay for that. Then when they were shopping for fruits, he wanted a random fruit for no reason. He's like, I want this fruit. Can you give me money to get this fruit? And he got that. He likes to receive money. Give him money, buy him things. That's what he likes. He likes to, yeah. Chanyeol is just his sugar daddy, for real, for real. Watch some EXO stuff, and you'll see Chanyeol is his sugar daddy. Chanyeol pays for everything Chen wants when Chen is around. Chanyeol pays for that mess, unless he suckers Chen into buying it himself, which I don't think there's many clips of that. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me. But from what I see, every time Chanyeol's around, Chen don't pay for nothing. How come Chen is always that's my thing? Cause he's always like for fans, like he'll be like, oh, I love to buy ice cream for everybody. I'm gonna buy ice cream for everybody, or oh, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. But then it comes to certain people, and he's just like, he says the word and people are buying stuff for him. Or he's sitting there wanting people to spend money on him. So I'm sitting there like, girl, so what is it? Like, what is it? Like, does he like, is it a gender specific thing where he likes to spend a lot of money on women or people that he likes? And then if it's other people, he prefers them to spend money on him. I don't know. But there's something always revolving around money where he's like, I want money. I want money. I want money. Maybe it's because he spends so much money that he never has money, so he wants somebody else to pay for it. I don't know, but this girl is surrounded by money and money issues and wanting money and wanting to be pampered. So, Chad is a Virgo, money lover like other earth signs. That makes sense. Chayo likes paying too. He absolutely does. Lay is married to his career and his kitty now. Absolutely good for him. Chanyeol is the sugar daddy. He really is. And Chanyeol likes to be a sugar daddy. He likes when them things go and beg him for stuff. I think Baekhyun does it too. He likes it when they come over there and ask him to buy him stuff, buy them stuff. Who they don't want as a sugar daddy is Suho. No, nobody wants Suho to be their sugar daddy. Suho be like, I bought you all expensive jackets. They be like, girl, we've been having them since debut. Like, don't nobody want that. It's like Suho was like, I brought Jumin this cheap little phone case, and he was so happy with this. And Jumin was like, girl, I just accepted that because he gave me that. I don't know why he think we best friends just because he gave me a damn phone case. Like, Suho is the richest, cheapest man I know. Like, Suho is so cheap. Suho is so cheap, but he also be trying to sit up there and be like, oh, I spent money on y'all. Chanyeol, like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, goodness. We reached the 2 hour mark. y'all, we were not supposed to do this. We were not supposed to do this. We were not supposed to reach this 2 hour mark. I'm supposed to be done. I'm supposed to be laid out. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys enjoyed this chat. Make sure you put a thumbs up. I hope you guys had fun. We talked about a lot, had a lot of fun. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. It was just, it made things a lot easier. I'm glad I actually went live. I feel better. I feel a lot less stressed, especially talking about EXO's nonsense. Um, let's see, Suho's friends with Minho, Sewon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. He honestly, to me, is an honorary Choi too, but apparently Chen has a higher status in the Choi line than he does. I want to be Suho's friend because that man needs some real friends. For real. For real. But don't get it twisted. Suho be just as fake. Suho can and will drag the members when he wants to. Trust and Suho is another one who's absolutely undefeatable. Trust and believe that's a powerful man. Like I tell y'all with even the energy readings, trust and believe that is a powerful man. Okay. They wild together. I feel happy how you glow up talking about EXO. I'm surprised. Like I said, I used to not like them at all for good reasons, but like they're so entertaining to me. They're so entertaining to me, and they're like the first. Them and BTS are the first group I was super nosy around, but like EXO had so much dirt on them that I was like, wow, girl, I'm sorry, BTS, y'all gonna have to move over. Y'all don't really have that much dirt. BTS actually doesn't have that much dirt on them, to be honest. BTS really isn't that, they don't really have that much stuff to talk about on behind the scenes besides actual personal, like, where am I going? Do I want to leave? Who's fighting? Who don't like each other? But EXO got a whole different world of nonsense going on with them. Like they have a whole different world of craziness going on with them. Suho needs a hug and a slap at the same time. Exactly. You do the slap and then you hug him. Like, girl, like, calm down. Like, that's what you need to tell him. Why did I not like them? Back when EXO debuted, they had a lot of controversy surrounded by racial insensitivity, as well as colorism. This was very strong and prominent in the group VIX that I really liked as well. And at that time, it was too stressful for me because I liked a lot of groups that were extremely, extremely colorist. So it's like at that time, I had Big Bang, I had Super Junior, VIX, EXO. And so it's just like when you're a Black person and you're sitting through all of these groups that are saying they can't stand brown skin, they hate brown skin, or it looks this, or oh, they were gonna draw this person with black, a black marker. It's very traumatizing. It's really horrible. So I couldn't stand EXO. I cut off all of the groups that I named before except for VIX. I was like, because for me, it's like you can only handle but so much. I did dislike VIX, and I kind of stepped away from them for a while, for a few years, and then I kind of came back. Same thing with EXO, but those are the only ones that I kind of eased back into. But yeah, because of all of that, I couldn't deal with that. It was really hard going from back to back to back, and it was just like, girl, I just feel completely unwelcome here. So your girl dipped. And eventually I just ended up coming back and laughing at how much the girls hated each other. And I said, okay, I guess I can like y'all from afar for now. I guess this can be a source of my entertainment. And then that's where it all went to hell. It's kind of same with BTS. It's the same with BTS. It's the same. Um, let's see. Um, Amber Osa RM was doing that ish too. All of BTS was doing that. RM especially, girl. That's that I didn't like him the most, especially. Like I said, a lot of them I didn't mess with. I did not at all. Um I just ended up coming back eventually later. And I'm like, I kind of went by, I also hated, of course, a lot of them didn't offer apologies. And so I kind of went by, it was one of those things, unfortunately, that I'm like, I really do like the entertainment that they have, the music that they have. So how I based off whether I'd go back to like them was, okay, what was their most recent scandal? Like what, how many years has it been since they said or displayed this type of behavior? Is it safe to get into them now? Have they learned to at the very least pretend to be different on the outside? Have they learned to act different? Have they learned to not say things like that? So that was my excuse to kind of ease into them to see how where they were going. And EXO was kind of clean when I got into them. Except I know Lay did that thing where he wore something that said um like Chiga or something like that. And then they called him out for his racism. And then he wore a hat that said, "Do you know the racism?" which made no sense. But for whatever reason, a lot of XOLs like to pretend like him wearing that hat was him standing out against racism. And it really wasn't. It was actually in response to people calling him out for something inappropriate that he was wearing. But yeah, I kind of went off of what was how long has it been since they've done something like that? Can I get into them? Most of them passed the test, so I got into BTS and I got into EXO. They passed the test during the time that I got into them. And then the person who I finally decided to be my bias, which is AKA Chen, decided to say the stuff that he said. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna take a step back for a moment because your girl is pissed. And on one of my Twitter pages, I ranted about that because I always call out the people I like. I'm going to call you out whether I like you or not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're my bias, if you're not my bias, if I like the group, if I don't like the group, if you do some anti-Black stuff, I'm going to drag you. I'm going to call you out. That's period. That's on period. I think a lot of people need to be that way. You can like someone and call them out and accept that what they've done is wrong and not let that rest. Like you can always say, no, I mean, I like them, but they did this. This is anti-Black. What they did was anti-Black. Hey girl, I feel you. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. But I want you to know don't, there are some things that happen over here and this may make you uncomfortable. So rather you running into it when it's too late, here's what it is. You can decide whether or not you're going to go ahead and pursue it, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. Hold up. Okay. Did we get them out of here? Okay, cool. Okay. So yeah. I remember the Jin and V fight backstage. Let's see. Do BTS not like each other? BTS get along probably like just as much as any group of friends would, or siblings would. Yeah, people tend to put K-pop idols before themselves, and it's honestly, you got to call them out. You absolutely do. You absolutely do. People don't forget to give a thumbs up. Thank you, Yang Chi. Done our honesty. Yep, I like to be as honest as I possibly can on this channel. Calling them out when they do something wrong helps them to become better. That's what I keep trying to tell people. Like, I really keep trying to tell them, like, it is not wrong. It is not bad to call people out. Like, call them out. Make sure your voice is loud and heard. This makes it so people know that it's not acceptable and they won't do it again. And this helps everybody. Because, see, you keep encouraging these behaviors, and then you have people that end up looking like Sung Lee. You have people coming out like idols who are complete, abusers or completely violent individuals. You come out, you have celebrities that come out as supremacists. So, you have to be on people's neck. Put your foot on these people's neck, idle or not idle. Just people in general, hold them accountable for their actions. Because the more you do that in the first stages of seeing that, the easier it is. So you don't have, like, big outlashes, like maybe somebody punches somebody you like in the face because you never checked them to begin with. You know what I mean? So it's just take care of the people around you, the people who you stand, make sure taking care of them is calling them out. Is calling them out. Absolutely. And remember, guys, everyone, don't speak over the targeted audience. If women are targeted, men don't speak over women. If Asian people are being targeted, don't speak over Asian people. If Black people are being targeted, don't speak over Black people. Don't accept apologies for any of these people. If you are not in the targeted group, don't accept apologies for that group on behalf of that group. Don't do that. Even if you are part of that group, don't accept an apology about for the entire community. Accept it for yourself and no one else. Okay? So that's what I will leave y'all with. We have reached 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 hours and 20 seconds. So, yeah, people learn from mistakes and missteps. Absolutely. Dave, definitely not just K-pop idols, but every celebrity. Being a fan doesn't mean to not speak up when it's needed. Absolutely. I just wish some stylists of these K-pop groups did their research before putting problematic outfits. And I remember when Zico had a jacket with these are their choices though, and they stand by it. And that's the thing. It's not just the stylist, because absolutely these idols will absolutely undo their hair. They absolutely will undo their hair, say they're not wearing it. Many idols have said that before. Not only that, when they are confronted about it, these people have mouths to say something about it. They can apologize. They cannot do it again or not continue to perpetuate these kinds of same habits. But a lot of them do. Your girl's getting tired. So you can't just blame that on the stylist. You can't do that. These individual people are most definitely responsible for their actions. Just because I can criticize my faves doesn't mean that I'm a fake fan. That just means that I'm not so far up their asses that I go blind. Thank you, Ozana. That's what it is. Cookie Monster, okay, it says, Young Chi says, Cookie Monster, I'm pretty sure they know, but they don't care. Agree, you can call out a group and still be a fan. Yep. All right, you beautiful people, it's 2:22. This is like the third time that I'm going to try to get off of here. We've opened up pretty good, delved in some darker or deeper stuff, had some fun, ending on a little bit of a heavier note, but we're grown, okay? Right? We're all adults. All my 18-year-olds. We're all adults. We're all legally adults here. Okay, so I love y'all all. Good night. I will see y'all next Saturday. I'm gonna try to get as much rest. It almost did become a 12-hour stream. It did, right, Dave? Right? Okay. So yeah, your girl is going to try to rest up as much as possible so I can get some readings out next week or the week after that. I'm going to try to rest. I'll probably drop 2 readings next week. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. All right, don't forget to thumbs up, follow me on Twitter, and consider Patreon, consider becoming a member. And until next time, deuces, y'all.